So in these two videos we are going to be looking at solving equations that have surds in them. My first example is root x equals 2x minus 6. There are two ways to solve this. I'm going to show you both ways. You can choose a method you prefer. First method is like this. Notice that if you think about it, this is actually a quadratic because you have something, a function, root x. If you square it, you've got x, and you have a constant. So you effectively have like an x squared term, an x term, and a normal term. A constant term, sorry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say let y equal root x. Now what happens is, this is y, this x is y squared, and then this is minus 6. So from here I can rearrange and factorise. 2y squared minus y minus 6 equals 0. I can factorise it. So it'd be 3 and 2 with a minus and a plus. So y, which is root x, is minus 3 over 2, and y equals 2. So therefore, this is root x. So what I have to do is square it to find x. These are both root x. So therefore, x is 9 over 4, and x equals 4. So there are two potential solutions. 1 and 2. Now notice I say potential solutions. That doesn't mean they are solutions yet. What you have to do is take them and put them back in here. Okay? So if x equals 9 over 4, so what we're going to do is we are going to check. We'll take x equals 9 over 4. And I want to put them in here. So I'm going to put it in root x equals 2x minus 6. So square root x is 3 over 2. And I do 2 lots of 9 over 4. So 2 lots of 9 over 4 is 9 over 2 minus 6, which is minus 3 over 2. So therefore that is not a solution. Now, I know what you'll say. Some of you will go, well, actually, the square root is both a plus and a minus. But when we are looking at functions, and we're looking at the square root function, that assumes it is the positive solution only. I agree, if it was a negative solution, you put a minus here, and you have minus 3 over 2 equals minus 3 over 2. But, because we are only looking at positive, that means this is a plus only. So x equals 9 over 4 is not a solution. Okay? Let's take x equals 4. Root x equals 2. Don't forget it's not minus 2, it's just plus 2. We take the positive solution only. And I do 2 lots of 4 minus 6. So that does indeed equal 2. Great. Therefore x equals 4 is my only solution. Okay? That's one way of doing it. I'm going to rub this out and we're going to do our second way. Now the second way is as follows. Of this, the least nice thing is the square root. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to square everything to get rid of it. X equals 2x minus 6 squared. I've squared both sides. Now I'm going to expand the brackets. 4x squared. I get minus 12 minus 24x, and I get a plus 36. Okay? So what I'm now going to do is solve it as before. 4x squared minus 23x plus 36. Minus 25x plus 36 equals 0. You could probably factorise this, or I'm going to use the quadratic equation, it doesn't matter. If I factorise it, I'll have a 4x and an x, a 4 and a 9, I believe, 16, 25, that would work. 4 and a 9, I would need a minus and a minus. 16 and 9 is indeed 25, yes. So now I can solve it as before. X equals 9 over 4, or x equals 4. You need to check, just like we did, this is the solutions I had before. This one is not a solution, but this one is, based on the same reasoning as before. There's two methods to solve it. It doesn't really matter which way you use. Choose whichever method you like the most.